Welcome. So lovely to have you here. And we will have a nice brightening practice. The full moon's coming, so we have enough nice soft light on our practice and on here on this earth. We'll get started. And actually, let's stand to begin with. And if you don't want to stand, that's always your practice. So just before we come into the breath work, let's find our way to standing carefully. I'm going to be a little bit inspired by some QiGong practices today, as they tend to have nice moon honoring and just a lovely movement. One of my sisters has a lot of QiGong practice, and it's very inspiring. So I'm going to just take a little bit wider than mountain stance here, briefly here to get our qi flowing. So we'll begin in our familiar soft twist, just taking the arms out in a nice outward natural flow as we turn our ribs and the head side to side very softly to begin with. We're not taking super tetherball swings here. We'll just look side to side, allowing the spine to absorb this flowing practice. So just allow the hands to tap along the way. Another nice therapeutic part of QiGong is to having that tapping. Beautiful. Take it nice and soft. Keep the knees soft. Inhale and exhale. Begin to notice your breath as we take this movement and warmth. Exhaling completely and inhaling. Lovely. Allow these circles to slow down. And now we'll just take our arms out, just with palms upward, taking a nice open stance with the legs and soft knees. We're just going to take these palms up side to side, bend the knees and keep that opposite foot. You can lift it to protect your knees. Take the gaze with you over the palms. So we're taking our gaze and our movement just a little bit more quickly than we do in our usual slow flow yoga. Just notice the breath as we're warming up the body. And you can take this presentation hands, these receiving hands, and you can sweep them a little further behind you if you'd like. Keep those knees soft, protect the knees. We're not going so far back that we're twisting the knees, just watching those hands side to side. You can reach the arms out further if you'd like, but very soft. And then come back down, slow down. Take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the heartbeat. Take the arms up to the sky. Take the index fingers together and the thumbs together. So just framing as if you're framing that moonlight. Inhale, exhale, bring it into the heart. And then down towards our solar plexus, down towards the floor. And then as we inhale, we're going to gather that light up towards the crown of the head again, past the heart, past the throat, past the third eye, and then just take that fingertips again together, thumb and index finger, and then reach on up as if you're just placing the moon in the sky again. And then bring it back, inhale, exhale down, absorb that nice soft light, warming up the body, and then back up again, keeping the knees soft as you reach up, bringing that light back down, and then on up again, feeling a sense of lightness through the body. You can do this seated too if you need to, and then take the arms up, palms up, just place that beautiful lantern of moon back there, and bring it back. And this is another inhale, exhale, another QiGong inspired warming practice. This time we're going to start to turn to the side and just lift those palms up, but do a more of a sweeping salute to the light in the sky, and then come down towards the pelvis and then to the other side. So you can see that I'm the toes curled on that other side, the opposite side. Inhale, exhale. So just do a nice sweeping action, feeling the brightness come into us. So if we have a challenge of keeping ourselves sensing all is well, we're going to make it so. Just bringing that light in, feeling wellness throughout the body, feeling it cascade as you reach up, that brightness cascade through the spine, soft through the knees, and then down back to mountain pose. Inhale, exhale here in mountain pose before we go down to our seat, keeping the feet hip width apart, feeling that chi energy, so that swirling energy through the body, nice and bright, stirring up the energy so we can feel a nice flow of our cells moving. Let's take ourselves to the base of the mat as we go down for our seated practice. Let's sweep those arms up to the sky. So in front of us, palms up again, feeling that nice light through the body, out to wingspan, exhale, and come down, bend the knees, hands to the floor, bring it down, earth energy. As we take the shins down, we're going to shift to a seated position. So take your blanket underneath the sits bones. I'm going to come to kneeling. If you want to do cross-legged, by all means do so. But now that we've stirred things up, just imagine this lovely, beautiful sphere of light above us, shedding its wisdom, shedding that knowledge of just this moon with its shadow side and bright side shining above us. Beautiful. Let's take our fingertips to the floor to sense that earth beneath us, prongs of our fingertips, tendrils down to the earth. Inhale that crown of the head up towards our sky. Celestial wisdom. Exhale. Cascade that breath and that light down to the base of the spine. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. Notice your breath now. Begin to take that witnessing. Feel free to close the eyes. You can take the hands to the thighs, palms down. Now that we've taken our celestial contact, we'll take the palms down for a sense of grounding. Inhale, exhale. Notice the breath. Feel the activity of the breath in the base of our torso, belly, ribs, chest, ribs, belly. Maybe we feel a little more in touch with that mind, body, spirit flow, the continuity of the three. Another nice, comforting breath practice for the body is a humming breath. So let's take 3 breaths where we inhale on the exhale in your own space. We're going to hum. We're going to do this at a count. So we're going to count in for 7 on the inhale. As we count out with the humming, we'll do 8 counts, and then inhale for 7 and hum for 8, and same third time. And as we do this, that count of 7 is up to your own body. So it's your choice. Inhale. When you've reached your 7, a nice gentle hum. When you've gotten to your 8 count, feel that space in between the inhale and the exhale, and then inhale again for 7 counts. Feel the space in between. Inhale for 7 counts. 1 more. Coming back to normal breath. Notice the vibration. Again, another contact with a more extended nervous system, the vagus nerve, through our humming. Now let's begin to line up our framework here, hips and shoulders aligned. Feel the curve of your low back. Feel the back of your skull, the curve of your neck. Line up the back of your skull with the sacrum at the base of the spine, a nice continuity. Another inhale and exhale, flutter the eyes open, and just feel the arms floating up to the sky. We're going to take a prayer position above the crown of the head. So holding the hands together as if you're cupping that light we were gathering earlier. Slide those shoulders down towards the hips. And we're going to keep the prayer position marking our center, our vertical center. And then we're going to turn over towards the right with the ribs, the shoulders, and the gaze, and then back. Inhale all the way down the spine. Exhale. Let's twist to the right. Sorry, to the left. I meant the opposite. And then back. As we come back to the center, let's gather the breath and then release the hands, taking the fingertips down either to your thigh in the front or to the floor, turning, holding onto the thigh, whatever you need. Take your gaze, looking over towards the right, and then gathering the energy back into the center. Inhale, exhale, twisting and dropping the hands from prayer position above the head, down towards the floor to the thigh. Feeling that twist, bringing the gaze a little towards the back. Noticing the full spine awareness. Inhale, back up to prayer, marking our center. Close the eyes for a moment. Feel that line dropping from between the palms down to the crown of the head, through the center of the center. Open the eyes, bring the thumbs to the third eye, wisdom and light, and then bringing it past the throat, down to the heart. Feel the strength of your heart. And then bringing the hands to the back of the skull, clasping the fingers behind the skull, elbows out to the side. Press the head into the hands, hands into the head. Inhale, exhale, and then release. Take cupping the base of your skull with the base of your thumb. Lift up just a slightly towards the sky, just a nice tiny bit of traction, millimeter upward. Inhale, exhale. Nice. Let's take the elbows together, close the book of our elbows in front of the face, and then opening them up and looking up, cupping the back of our skull. We can look up at the sky safely for our necks, and then back together, elbows together. Exhale. Inhale, looking up at that bright sky. Bring it into your heart. Exhale, close the elbows. And then one more time. Close the breath here. Feel the pause in between the inhale and the exhale. And then coming back to elbows out, take the thumbs, give yourself a massage here at the base of the skull. Feeling that connection of our skull and our spine. Loosen your jaw. Yes, change the direction of the circles. Feel the reverberation inside the head, sinuses. Take the fingertips, pull the ears out, make ourselves have the big ears. And notice the jaw loosens even more, such a relief. Take the fingers to the third eye, more wisdom. Trace across the eyebrows to the temples. And then we're so close to that thinking part of the brain, give it some relief by massaging fingertips in tiny circles backwards. Exhale, inhale, forwards with the tiny circles. Notice the face relaxes. We smile a little easier. And as you exhale, reach out to T arms. Feel that fingertips to fingertips. Shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, clear the static. Let's take it down, elbows, shoulders down towards the hips. Yes. Let's take the palms forward, thumbs upward, and then take the arms back. So we feel that power from behind the heart. And then exhale, left arm over right, hug and curl in. So we're going to just curl in, feel our fingertips. As we curl the spine into a cat pose, feel the fingertips on the shoulder blades, drop the head. Inhale. Again, open up, heart to the sky. Exhale, right over left, curling forward. Really feel the navel go towards the spine. So we're taking that cat pose, hugging yourself. Nice. And then reach out, fingertips out again. We're taking that T arms. And now we're sweeping the right arm under left. A nice neck relief here as we take the hands, back of the hands together, or wrapping the palms around towards each other. Inhale, exhale, find that perfect alignment of our elbows at shoulder height. Hold here as we drop the shoulders. So feel that nice connectedness of your shoulder blades, of the shoulder sockets. And you don't have to move at all, or you can join me in taking the elbows towards the right along that same horizontal path and looking over to the right. Inhale, exhale again, awareness of a nice soft light into the body. And then over towards the left, elbows cross over, looking over to the left. Taking your time, we're going at moon pace here, nice and easy. Lift the elbows up towards the sky and then look up. Exhale, bring it down, elbows towards the navel as we curl into that cat pose again. Dropping the head down towards the heart. Inhale, back up. Finding our eagle arms again. Reach out, reach up to the sky and then out. Exhale to our wingspan. Feel the radiating energy through the fingertips, extending beyond our physical bodies, radiating energy. And then left under right, back of hands or palms together. Find your eagle arms. Holding to the midline, noticing, does the torso want to collapse? Let's take our breath and center that exhale, wrapping itself around the center. Hold here, just noticing the muscles that are extending here or you can join me in taking the elbows over towards the left. Inhale, exhale, turning the chin over towards the left. Follow that nice 7 in, 8 out breath as we come over towards our right shoulder and look that direction. A lovely daily practice for your neck, taking these eagle arms. Inhale, exhale, notice your center line of the torso as we lift the elbows towards the sky. And then curl down into a cat pose. Elbows to the navel. Drop the head. Excellent. Come on back up. And then sweep the arms towards the sky. We're going to sweep the fingertips behind us, just feeling again that nice stability behind us through the fingertips. Just using that support, that tripod effect with the fingertips, we're going to lift the heart up towards the sky. We can look down towards the heart to begin with, and then begin to bring the eyes up towards the sky. So a nice soft back bend here. This is the mid and upper back. Through our third eye, absorbing some beautiful light from above, and then coming back to center. Great practice there. Great seated practice. Let's take a little bit more extension for the neck, pressing through those fingertips. I'm just kind of addicted to this one. Press through the fingertips. Find your center on your exhale. Take the right ear toward right shoulder. soften here so we're not forcing. If you ever feel pain with this, then come back up, lift up higher. Don't go so far down. Allow the breath to be your guide. Pressing through the opposite fingertips. And then taking that right hand, lift the head up. Keep it lifted, keep that space in the spine as we take the left ear toward the left shoulder. Exhale, cascade the energy to the right fingertips. Press them into the floor. Liven the energy of the arm. Left hand to left ear, lift on up. Oh, the full ritual of the neck. Roll the shoulders back and roll the shoulders forward. Lovely. Now take your blanket. We're going to do that cushioning of our shins as we flow right into tabletop. Feeling that energy flow, keeping us flowing, keeping us moving forward and moving obstacles out of our path here on our mat and figuratively too. So we're going to take a Sphinx pose, but I want to say if anything feels better for you, putting your head down on the mat, that's fine. Just taking full face down on the mat if you want that too. But we're going to flow into Sphinx pose. We're going to take the forearm. So we're taking a forearm tabletop, good for our shoulders and up mid back. So take the elbows below the shoulders and take those shoulders down away from the ears. Nice even hands, just a nice straight line to match the line of the mat. And then taking those palms outward, making sure your kneecaps drift over the edges of your blanket, protect them. Feel that diagonal of your spine. So we're juicing up the spine towards the crown of the head, towards the skull. And just feel this diagonal. As you exhale, take the navel a little bit towards the spine so you activate those lower abdominals. From here, let's take a cat-cow. So we're just taking that, curling up with the forearms as our base and the shins as our foundational. Inhale into cat, exhale, release energy that you don't need. Breathing out. Inhale everything good, everything positive. Exhale what we don't need. One more time. Forearm, cat. Exhale. And then coming back to neutral. So we have that nice line up with our skull and our sacrum. The skull is going to remain pretty steady here as we separate the shoulder blades. Subtle movement here, separating the shoulder blades, bringing the back of our hearts up towards the moon. Exhale, bringing the shoulder blades together. They don't have to go squeezing a pencil, just can be really soft, dropping the heart. And then feeling the sides of our heart as we separate the shoulder blades. Exhale, drop. A good inner massage for ourselves. Try it again. Often. Excellent. And if you'd like to try a tabletop for some strengthening, you can take those knees back to a knee plank. So we're keeping those toes curled under, and just taking a nice long strengthener here, palms to the floor, fingertips to the floor. Anybody who likes to take the full thing, go ahead with the curled toes, but we're just going to take it in plank. And then from here, we're going to drop down to the floor and just take the forehead to the floor, release those forearms. Take the arms next to our ears. Take the forehead to the floor, palms down. So we're taking some nice moment to salute the earth, salute that solidity, stability. As you exhale, curl the tailbone towards the heels. Notice the abdominals wake up, and so do the legs. And the glutes. Beautiful. Let's slide the hands next to the shoulders. We'll do 3 baby cobras. Good things come in threes. Let's do that. Inhale, full spine, lengthen the back of the neck. curl up into a baby cobra. So we're using the strength, full 360-degree strength from our abdominals to the back, nice even corseting, and then on up, flow right up into our baby cobra. Fluidity through the spine, keeping the tops of the feet on the floor. Exhale down. And if you can slide those forearms forward towards Sphinx pose, taking the hands down to the floor, we're going to point that tailbone. If you feel strain in the low back, come down lower and keep the gaze down. Now let's take the hands together in prayer position below the face. Press the hands together. Notice as you press the hands together, you're waking up some of those muscles. Curl the heart, the eyes of the heart towards the front of your mat, keeping the back of the neck long, curling the tailbone, dropping the tailbone towards the heels. Just opening up the heart here, shoulders away from the ears. And then release down. Take the hands next to the shoulders. Release the neck. Take the forehead side to side, massage the third eye. And then hands to the floor again, curl up into a baby cobra, transition with the palms down on the floor into our Sphinx. So keep the head looking down, become aware of the shape of the spine, and then begin to curl up through your heart and curl up through the neck. Maybe the gaze comes forward or at a diagonal is fine too. From here, we have that wisdom of the Sphinx, looking over, turning our chin slightly towards the right, shoulders away from the ears, and then slightly towards the left. Knowing vision. Inhale, exhale, release down to the floor, forehead down, elbows out to the side. Slide the hips side to side or just sway them side to side. Nice. Inhale, exhale. Push down with your hands. We're going to come up towards our tabletop again. So however you'd like to come up through that, back to child's, bringing the hips to the heels, taking the forehead down. Reach the arms next to the ears, feeling that length. Pull back with your fingertips, feeling that full length, and then curl up into a cat with the fists or the hands on the floor as we move on up. Beautiful. Back to our full tabletop with the hands or fists on the floor. Feel your strength. Just work the breath here in tabletop. Inhale all the way to the base of the spine. Drop the belly. Exhale, hug in towards the midline. Feel all the muscles coordinate, cooperate for an efficient exhale. Inhale again, even better. Beautiful. We're going to move towards our standing practice. So curl the toes under behind you. If you want to move that blanket aside right now, you can do that. Remove the obstacles. And then take the hands forward. Curl the toes under, lift the knees off the mat. And again, if you want to stay on a floor practice, you can do that, no problem. Doing some bug practice on the back, core work. And if you're up here with me in down dog, pedal the feet so we feel those hamstrings stretch. We'll come back to those hamstrings later. Right now, let's just take a nice pedal, walking our dog. I guess I shouldn't say that too loud or my dog is going to think something's going to happen. Press away from the hands. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the foundation, the hands and the feet. And then if you can come to the tiptoes, bend the knees, ribs to the thighs, and then bring the heels down evenly to the floor.
Bend the knees, walk the hands to the feet. So we're walking to the base of our mat with the hands. Hang the head down, traction. Hands on the floor, feet on the floor, hang the head down. So we shake the head yes and no. Release the tension through the neck, through the back of our trapezius there. Take the fingertips to the floor. Inhale. Fill the back body with breath as you come to a flat back with the ribs on the thighs. And then we'll take the hands to the thighs. Grounding here as we press the hands into the thighs, we can curl up nice and strong to a chair pose. Skull to sacrum alignment. As we exhale, hugging into the midline, we notice those abdominals engage. Take the thumbs to the armpits, lift the skin up. So we're lengthening in that diagonal, and then arms next to ears. Nice. Everyone's super strong. Stand strong through the feet as you gain elevation. Beautiful. Bringing the arms down to the side in mountain pose. Feel your power here. We're going to take one hand, this is a more QiGong inspiration here, taking the palm down with the right hand up, right at heart level, the left hand below just at the navel level, with the palm up. So just feeling that sense of our power. This is marking that territory, heart, solar plexus, and lower energy centers. We can feel our own power in between the palms. Inhale, exhale, bringing the palms towards each other. You can sense a nice, beautiful ball of light moon shape of our own energy. And then we can switch the hands up around that circular shape, around that spherical shape. Left comes on top now and right goes below. Inhale, exhale, switch it up again. Stand strong through your feet, feel your center of the torso, but feel that energy ball in front of you, bringing brightness, lightness, a sense of inner stability and wisdom. Nice. Let's bring the arms down, find our breath again. In for 7, out for 8. Let's take our right foot forward confidently. We're walking right into warrior 1. So take the right foot forward, curl the left toes back. First, find the hips forward before we bend that front knee. Find that alignment, dropping the hip, dropping the tailbone between the hips, and then walking that tiptoe back as we bend that front knee. Right into a confident high lunge. And then we're going to take that back foot and place it down at an angle so we find our warrior 1 safely through that tiptoe back and then stepping onto that foot. Now, if that's uncomfortable for your knee, come back to high lunge. But we can find that solidity of that foot behind us, a comfortable width between the feet. Inhale, exhale, draw into your center, draw the feet towards each other. And then take the hands to the base of our pelvis. Inhale, exhale, bring those palms up towards the crown of the head in front of our energy centers and then all the way up. Take the index finger and the thumb together above the head, that moon sign. Beautiful. Feel that strong light from everyone. And then we're going to come with the arms back, reaching behind us, just opening up the front of the heart, sweeping forward, tiptoeing forward into mountain pose. Switching up our balance here. We've been practicing that onto the left leg. So feeling the glutes engaged, build the tower. Nice, strong quads lifting up. Inhale, exhale, sense of center. We're going to take the palms up again as if we were summoning that right leg up to a right angle. Inhale up, match that movement with the hands, and then reach the arms up towards the sky, just reaching both arms up, palms, just a nice energy between the palms. Hold this balance for 3 more breaths. If you can tap into your center. Soft bend in the knee, come out if you need to. Steady gaze. And then stepping right onto that right foot, we're going to take ourselves out to wingspan and step forward to a flying warrior 3. Keeping those hips nice and even. We want to tap into those lower abdominals, hugging in, supporting, as well as the back of our ribs. Finding fuel through the breath, skull sacrum alignment, as well as just your inner knowledge. Yes, nice. To come out of that, just come to left toes on the floor and bring yourself forward to mountain. I want to switch it up to a wide stance. So parallel feet in the middle. Yes, beautiful. Now taking from here our wide stance, we're coming into more warrior energy, but let's draw some energy from the moon. First, let's reach up towards the sky, those same index and thumbs together like so, and bring it back into the body, down towards the pelvis. Feeling the light in the body. And now let's take it back up. Inhale, as we exhale, place that same shape back in the sky, connecting with our moon. And then arms out to a T. Taking the right toes out to the right. Proud warrior feet. The heel, back up the arch of the back foot alignment. Nice. Inhale, exhale, bend the right knee. Proud warrior, finding its center. And now we look over the right fingertips. Take the palm to the sky with that right hand. Sweep it up towards the sky. Drop the left hand towards the left thigh. Find the length in your right hip to the right fingertips. Cascade the breath like water. And then come back to proud warrior. Feel the determination. What's behind you through those fingertips? What's in front of you? Inhale, exhale, look forward. And then simply straighten that right knee and come back to a wide stance with the parallel feet, hands to the thighs, top of the thighs. Fold the thighs inward. If you take the fingertips and you take them to the thigh and fold the skin in as you lengthen the spine and fold forward with a flat back. You'll feel that relief in your back of the legs, low back. Take the fingertips to the floor to support that pulling back and through that flat back. And then from that fold at the thighs, we can just drop the head, bring the palms to the floor. And again, more oxygenation here in this inversion. One breath here. Shaking the head, yes and no. Pull the fingertips back again to that prong fingertips up to a flat back. And take a twist here, left hand to the floor, open up to the right. Coming back down across the heart. Right hand comes down. We can turn, twist to the left as we reach with our left fingertips up towards that light and then come back down across the heart. Fingertips to the floor. Inhale, flat back, hands to the top of the thighs. Feel that contact there as we come back up. Beautiful. So we're going to heel toe ourselves in and take the other side. So walk to the other side of the mat, or actually we could take the side. I'm going to take the same side of the mat you take wherever you'd like. Inhale, exhale. Oh yeah, we want to walk forward, right? Walk to the bottom of your mat. Inhale, exhale, switching the directions up is good. Sometimes it's confusing. Good for the brain. Inhale, exhale. We're going to reach up towards the sky. Bring that light down past the third eye, past the crown of the head, palms down, past the throat, down, past the heart to the pelvis. Beautiful. Feeling that confidence. We're going to take the left foot forward, walk right into our high lunge. First, evening out the hips and then dropping the hips to that bent knee. And then leaning forward slightly, we can place that right foot at an angle that's comfortable for your knee to warrior one. So let's draw energy up from the earth, palms upward. Inhale, back up. Reaching the arms towards the sky. Warrior one, steady gaze. Beautiful. We're going to fly forward, tiptoe forward to our mountain. Immediately change, shift the weight to the right. Summon up that left knee by lifting the palms up, matching the movement with the palms up towards the sky. Finding that nice strong tower on our right, ankle, knee, hips, shoulders. Reach the arms to the sky. 3 breaths here. Notice what's activating here. Larger muscles recruiting, keeping us steady. And if you need to lean out of it, do that. And then coming down with our left foot, arms out to wingspan. We're going to fly into our warrior 3. Skull sacrum stay nice and aligned. We want length in the spine. Yes, you can come as far forward as you'd like. Just play around with it. Beautiful. Coming back to mountain pose. Take the thumbs to the armpits just to feel, again, a sense of lifting of our skin, sense of taking the weight off of our lower, just that hips and legs lifting up to the sky. Just take a side bend here. Let's first come to the tiptoes, just see if we can get a little closer to the sky. And heels down. Take the right hand to the left wrist and lean towards our right. Exhale. Back up, taking the left hand to the right, feeling that skin lift before we go over towards our left. As we lengthen, getting even closer to the sky. And then come on down. And as we turn outward again, warrior ourselves. Doing this today, taking the arms out to T, left toes out to the left. Broad warrior feet. Inhale, exhale, bend that left knee. Connecting the feet. Gaze across our horizon towards the left. Feeling the even reach of our arms, either direction. Left palm towards the sky, inhale. Exhale, drop the fingertips to the thigh and reach the left arm up. Bringing your third eye gaze and your eyes up. Peaceful warriors, back to proud warriors, feeling the different direction, same steadiness. Inhale, exhale, look forward, straighten that left knee, and just heel toe yourself in. And now we'll take a little bit of a faster twist here with the knees soft, just side to side twist through, tapping our front shoulder and tapping the back of the ribs or the back of the pelvis. So feel that sense of your hands on your own body, yourself turning around on the orbit of your own center. And your eyes join the party. Nice. And slow the circles down. Take a stroll to the base of your mat. Make sure you have a strap nearby. As we take ourselves down, reach on up, wingspan, bend the knees. Come right on to a walk with the hands and the shins down as we ease ourselves down through our side and onto the back of the skull on the floor. Let's take a nice one celebratory bridge here so we can bring ourselves into that flexion, taking the tops of the fingertips to the heels, setting ourselves up, spread the toes, celebrate the feet, taking the toes down to the mat, feeling the full base of the foot, your full footprint on this earth. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, feel that core sitting in as you lift the pelvic floor. Hug your midline with all of those internal muscles and energies. And then another inhale to the base of the spine. Exhale, draw that energy towards the crown of the head. Keep the arms on the floor, press them down. We're going to lift the hips as if they were a drawbridge. So a nice even energy from the shoulders to the hips. As you exhale, lift on up as high as you'd like, but all the while feeling your shape on the mat. So your feet, the back of your arms, the back of your shoulders, back of your skull. Stargazing eyes, nice and soft. Bridge. And then close the drawbridge down, keeping everything supported through the breath. As you reach for your strap, we're going to do 5-way belt stretch. So taking a lot of directions with our hamstrings and going all the way into twists. Beautiful. It's a symphony of movement. Inhale the left knee towards you, circle your ankle towards your chest, and then circle the ankle, giving some nice love to the ankle. Take the strap around the ball of the foot, reach it towards the sky, holding the reins here. Find that angle that's right for you. You can even do a little energetic for the bottom of the foot and slide that belt back and forth, up and down the foot. Great. And then find the strap on the ball of the foot, spread the toes, drop the shoulders towards the floor, melt. Taking the strap into your right hand, both sides of the strap. Take the left hand to the left thigh and just press down towards the hip, feeling a little more connection there from your left hip socket. Inhale, exhale as you slide the left heel towards the right hip across the sky. Just complete exhale. Really nice to count the in-breath for 7 and exhale for 8. that foundational energy through our hips, holding tension and energy. See if we can release some stress. Another breath here. We're going to go across the sky here, out to the left. You can take that right foot nice and grounded and allow that left foot to go out as long as, as long as you'd like to reach, but you don't have to go out very far to a V. You can take your right knee outside of the right foot on the floor if you want to have a little balance there. The center of this shape is our sacrum. Feel that inner thigh and back of our hamstring lengthening, releasing through our breath. And then right foot back on the floor nice and firmly as we travel across this rainbow shape, across, stepping on the right foot to go onto our right side. Left foot lands on the floor, holding on the strap. Bend that right knee just so that it is at a right angle. Left hand to the heart, elbow to the sky. Open up to T arms, holding onto that strap with the right hand. Imagine all those constellations above you. Our practice, just an important part of this whole universe. As you inhale, feeling that sternum lifting towards the sky as if just a magnetic draw. And exhaling back down with gravity. Maybe the eyes look over towards the left, the chin. When you're ready to sweep that left hand across that sky, reach to the strap and come on back up. And then bend the knee, release, straighten both legs on the mat so we can feel what a difference that makes. Bend the knees, both feet on the floor. Invite the left knee towards your chest and circle your ankle. Did I say left? I meant right, the opposite of what we were doing before. Thank you. Circle your ankle. Find your lasso around the ball of your foot. Take a nice, energetic rub down on the foot, finding its way to the ball of the foot, and then straighten the leg. As you inhale, feel that sole of the foot to the sky, that energy as you exhale, cascading the breath to the hip socket, plugging in. Back of the shoulders on the floor, melt. And take the strap into your left hand. Both sides, take the right hand to the right thigh and just press down firmly towards your right hip. And then keeping that nice and firm, grounding through our right hip, we're sliding the right heel towards the left hip. In for 7, out for 8, and then sliding out to our V shape, the right foot leaning off to the right, right legs extended. You can open up the left knee if you want to. As you exhale, vision right back to that sacrum as our center. And we'll take that left foot back to the floor, make that rainbow shape with the right foot. And we come onto the left side, right foot comes down, holding on with the strap in the left hand, both sides. Bend the left knee, right angle. Yep. Right hand at the heart, elbow to the sky. Let's open up to a twist. Stargazing. We can even look over towards our right. As we inhale, we feel our hearts lift towards the sky, magnetically drawn. Exhale, releasing with gravity to the back of the heart. And then sweeping right fingertips across the rainbow back to the strap. Unwind. Woo. Onto the back and release. Oh, I love that 5-way strap. Love it, love it. All right, let's take ourselves to Shavasana. Straighten out the legs. Take the fist to the side of the mat, pull down, feel the skin pull. Nice lengthening of our spine and release. Palms to the sky, back of the skull, nice and even with the sacrum. Flop the feet out. We feel the hips open and we feel connected. Our imprint on the sand beneath us, the sky above. You even hear the seagulls here. If you do, that's what that sound is. Inhale and exhale. Imagining as you close the eyes that your breath is taking you to a vision of the moon, that clarity of a full moon, the intensity as well. If thoughts come and go, just allow them to be the clouds that float by the moon and then dissipate. As another one comes, takes a ride on that cloud and moves along and dissipates. And another moves along. Clouds float in front of the light of the moon, but the light is still there. Brightening a dark sky. Lengthen the breath. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Feel your shape again on the mat, your physical self. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, exhale onto your right side. Ease yourself up to a seated position. Head is the last to rise. Feeling more balanced. Let's take the hands to the heart in Anjali Mudra. Thank you so very much for joining me with this practice today. Namaste.